Hi everyone, in this video we're going to show you how to create a calendar in your Fullscope Freelancer account so that you can put your availability online and have your customers or potential customers quickly and easily book a call with you or a meeting with you based on that availability. It's fast and easy for them. It means no more manual, email or phone calls trying to schedule appointments with people for you. So it's just a win-win all around. I would definitely recommend everyone have their calendar online these days. It's just going to save you so much time and hassle. So in order to do that in Fullscope, we're going to first come to the calendars area of your account. As you can see, this pulls up a view of your calendar. Any meetings that have already been booked in your system will pop up here. You can see them all at a glance. And of course, if you've synced any of your existing calendars from Google Calendar or iCloud or Outlook, for example, then you're going to see all of them in here as well. So you can really get a quick overview of everything that's on your schedule. So in order to create a new calendar, I'm going to come to calendar settings here. And I'm going to create a new calendar with the button on the top right. As you can see, there are multiple types of calendars that you can create. For this video, I'm just going to use the simple calendar. So this is just for one-on-one meetings with your clients. So let's just call this test calendar for now. You can add a description to it. And you need to create a custom URL for this calendar. This is for the link that the system will auto-generate for your calendar. So I'll just call this testing and put some random numbers in there. I'll leave the meeting duration at 30 minutes. And let's say, for the sake of example, I only want to have meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. How about that? I need that 9 to 10 slot in the morning for my coffee before I start talking to people, right? At the bottom here, we can add a meeting location. So if this is a physical location, if people are coming to you or meeting you somewhere, you can add that address here. Or if you have a link to a video call platform that they will use to speak with you, you can also add that here. So I'll just type something random for our sake. So if you click confirm, this will create the calendar and go back to this page we were just on, where you can click advanced settings and immediately create the calendar and then open up the other settings that you will likely want to tweak for this calendar and finish it off. So let's just do that right away. So now we've created the calendar. Now we have the full calendar settings available to us here in the edit view. And as you can see, we can do things like adding a logo. Again, here's the name and description. If we have multiple calendars and want to group them together, we can add them to a group here. We can tweak the meeting invite title, which is really nice. So this is going to be what the meeting event name will be for people if they add it to their own calendars. So this could be something like meeting, let's call it meeting, and then you would add your business name. And as you can see, the system is going to use this code to autofill the person's name who books this call with you. And then we've got the meeting location. And here you can also choose a color that the system will use for this event. So let's just make it yellow. I'm going to save this. And I'm going to move to the next step, which is the availability. As you can see, we've already got the Tuesday, Thursday availability I selected when creating the calendar. And here at the bottom, I have a lot of nice extras where I can really start to granularly tweak this calendar so that I, for example, have a buffer time or a pre or post buffer time. So if someone books a call with me, let's say after that call, I want 15 minutes free. So I don't want back-to-back calls. Anytime someone books a meeting with me, I need 15 minutes afterwards to maybe make notes or just leave some free space for me to work before the next call comes up. You can, of course, tell the system the meeting intervals. So if you want a meeting to be booked, potentially be booked every 30 minutes, you can add that here, or you could have it can only start on the hour, however you prefer. The minimum scheduling notice, for example, I really quite like because I don't want people to be booking me on my calendar the day of, or rather that day. because I might not be at my computer. I might not see the email notification. And then, of course, people are sitting around waiting for me in a call that I perhaps overlooked or wasn't aware of. So I like to keep things one day out. So you can book me for tomorrow, but not for today. And then, as you can see, I have a couple other settings here that I won't go through completely. In the next slot, we've got forms and payments. And by default, there is a form that's collecting this information when people book on your calendar. So it's got going to collect their first name, last name, email, phone number, and any notes that they may want to give you before booking the call. If you create your own form in the forms area of your account, then you can select that from this drop-down menu. So you could create a form, maybe call it calendar form, and then have that form collect only the data that you want to collect from people as they're booking a call with you. And this could be anything from just their name and email to a bunch of custom questions that you want to ask them before they get on a call with you. So that's a very powerful aspect of the calendar tool. I'll leave it as a default for now. As you can see, you can also add things like a consent checkbox, just to, again, internet privacy protection, stuff like that is a big topic these days. So always nice to have a consent checkbox. And then below this will be the confirmation, or rather, once the booking is done, this is the message they will see when they've finished the booking. So you can change this to be whatever you would like it to be. Or if you want, you can also redirect them to a specific web page on your website, things like this. So I'll just leave this as a default, and maybe I'll just delete most of this text. I'll just have something simple. And at the bottom, you can see we can auto-confirm new calendar meetings. So if you want, anytime someone books a call or a meeting with you through your calendar, it's just going to automatically confirm that meeting and put it in your calendar. If you want to manually confirm them and have one step between the request for a booking and the actual booking, then you can turn this off. Most people, I would say, leave this on. And then at the bottom, you can see if you're a coach or a tutor or someone who is, using this calendar to book paying clients, you can actually have them pay through the calendar before they do their booking. So this isn't able to be turned on in this test account because I have no payment platforms set up with here. But if you've connected to Stripe or PayPal or any other options, then you can ask people to prepay for the time that they're booking with you, which is a great option for anyone, again, who's doing private lessons, music or language tutoring, whatever you might be doing. So next we've got the notification option. So this is going to be basically, of course, notifying you and the contact and anyone else that the booking has gone through and give them the information for that. So you could check, for example, the contact would be the person who has actually made the booking. And if you want, you could click additional emails and you could put your own email address in here if you would like to also get an email from the system anytime someone books a meeting with you. I usually just leave it on the contact because the system will also give you a little pop-up notification when you log in to tell you if you have any meetings, and they will of course appear on your calendar, which you should be reviewing every day anyways, so that should be fun. And then down here at the bottom, you can see we can also allow people to reschedule or cancel meetings. So you can turn this on or off if you would like. And they will also get in these notifications automatically links that they can click to do this rescheduling and canceling. So that's very helpful and powerful. To connect with other calendars, you can, of course, like I mentioned before, you can sync your calendars to your account. And then here you can choose a calendar that this should be synced to in order to check for availability. So if you have a personal calendar that you want your business calendar to be aware of so people don't book a call with you while you're at the dentist, then you can do that here. Now, one thing to note is that if you have multiple calendars synced with your account, this simple calendar can only look at one of them at a time. If you want a calendar to be able to see all of the calendars you've synced with your account, you should use the round robin calendar type. So when you click create calendar at the beginning, choose the round robin calendar. It functions mostly the same, but in this case, again, if you have many different calendars, personal and business, connected and synced with your account, and you want the system to see all of them, then you need to choose a different calendar type. It won't work with the simple calendar. And then finally, we can customize the look and feel of the calendar. So I can change, the color. I could make it, let's do like a dark green, and I can change the button text. So maybe I'll change this from schedule meeting to let's go, an exclamation mark, make it seem very happy. So this all, I think, works well for me. So I will save this. And then when we come back here to the calendar view, I'm going to go to test calendar. I'm going to click the 3 dots and click share. And I'm going to copy this permanent link to the calendar. So again, just like with a lot of other tools on Fullscope, you can put them on any website you've created with our platform. We have an element, just a drag and drop calendar element that you can put on your web page, so you can have a calendar page on your website. You can also embed this calendar anywhere else on the internet with this code, and you can also send people this direct link. So if I copy this and paste it in a new tab, then I've got my calendar. So you can see we've got the name, the description, it's a call for 30 minutes, my availability only Tuesdays and Thursdays, and of course this dark green color that I chose in the customization. So let's just say I'm going to book a call at 12 p.m. next Tuesday. If I click select, then here's that calendar form asking for these specific details. So I'll just add some fake stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. Something like this, fake email. And I won't add any additional information. And of course, I'll check this consent checkbox and click let's go. So now if someone has sent in a booking in this calendar, then they'll get this confirmation page after they've filled out the form and clicked that button. And they will have the information for this call. And as you can see, it auto-generates these helpful buttons here to go ahead and add this meeting to their calendar. And since we checked that notification checkbox, they will also receive an email with all of this information as well. So let's go back to our calendar settings, go back to that calendar view, and that was for next week. And as you can see, I don't see anything on Tuesday. That's because I created a new calendar, and I need to just toggle that on so I can see everything from that calendar. And there we have it. We have a meeting. It says your business name plus, and then it filled in that fake name that I added in the calendar form, fake. And now we have a meeting with fake on Tuesday, the 14th at 12 p.m. So that's how the calendar tools work. Of course, there's a lot more you can do to customize and tweak it to be more specific to your business and your needs. But this is a basic overview of how the calendar tool works, how you can, again, get your availability online so that people can quickly and easily book calls, book meetings, book coaching, whatever it is, with you without the hassle of having to call them or email back and forth, trying to find a time that fits for everyone. Calendar tool is one of my favorite software tools on the planet. So definitely set this up for yourself and get started with the calendar tool in Fullscope Freelancer. If you have any other questions, just let us know. And otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.